We have a hello to the audience out there. Hope you're having a wonderful first day of spring. We are at the dog park. We're doing a short stream today, so if you can watch all the way through, we're working on watch time. Appreciate you guys. Leave a comment and we'll watch your video and your channel and your website there. On these new iPhones, you get that green dot on there. There's nothing we can do. There's Nova. Thanks for smashing the like button. We appreciate you. Wiggle Butts. Happy first day of spring. Nova might be ready to do her little deal here. Weather's all cleared up. And it's supposed to snow in a couple. Tomorrow it's going to be like 50-degree winds, so no live stream tomorrow. So we thought we'd live stream today. The wind is going to be really bad tomorrow. Probably a lot of accidents. More snow this weekend, believe it or not. We're trying to do a nice, short, and sweet live stream today for everyone out there. Yeah, a lot of snow for sure. There's some of the trees growing in. Nova is being a little antisocial, but she's playing hide and go seek over here. Oh, the pop quiz. What's the first question you're going to ask, Wiggle Butts? We get a preview of Wiggle Butts pop quiz. What is one of the questions you're going to have on your which dog is the oldest? That is a good question. I would not know. I'm going to go with Ava, but I don't think that's the right answer. Which dog is the oldest? I don't know. You know, I don't know all the dogs as well as I should. Luna, that's right. I did know that. Shoot. Well, there you go. Hopefully, when are you, Wiggle Butts, let everyone know when you're going to put up your pop quiz, and everyone check that out. Lisa in Melbourne. Happy knitting. Nova always likes it when Lisa's on, and Wiggle Butts. We were just saying tomorrow is going to be a windstorm, so we're not going to be live streaming tomorrow because it would just be all kinds of wind, and that's no fun. I'd rather stream in a snowstorm than in a windstorm. We finally got to 14,800 followers. Almost to 15,000. We were trying to hit 15,000 over the weekend, but it was not meant to be. Our views are up though. We've had a lot more views lately. Back to where it was. February was a disaster for views. Maybe views were down across the board for YouTube. Might have had something to do with all the people they laid off in January without notice. People boycotting YouTube, but I think people are over the layoffs now and people maybe are watching YouTube again. Nova's eating grass, but she knows she's not supposed to. They don't use chemicals in the park, but still, she shouldn't be eating grass. Well, that's the only thing I can think of, Wiggle Butts, is because we were getting like 100 followers a day, and we had like 40,000 views a day. And then when the layoffs happened, we noticed a strong downturn. I think Google might have outsourced jobs overseas. Don't quote me on that, but I think that it's possible that Google might have went offshore with some of its workforce, for what it's worth. But we're trying to say, we're kind of like content creators are a little bit like sports athletes. Even if you play for a team, you don't necessarily agree with the owner. You just focus on playing the game as best you can, reasonably. Someday, Pomsky Life will hit free agency. Nova. Nova was just taking a nap, talking in her sleep about 20 minutes ago, so she's a little groggy. She took a nap and she was barking in her sleep. Have to make a video of her doing it. It's pretty hilarious. You wonder what she's thinking about. Is she thinking about the park, other dogs? It's pretty fun. This is a bonus question maybe. What is the dog's favorite food? What is the consensus favorite food for all five of your dogs? You could ask a merch question like, does Wigglebutts have a merch store? That would be a good question. Well, let me ask Wigglebutts a question. If Nova were to have a quiz, what would be Nova's favorite food? What is Nova's favorite dog food? And if you don't get this right, you have to remember the answer, because Nova would be remiss if you did not know what her favorite food is. That is a dog food, not a treat. But what is her favorite dog food? There's technically two answers, but her favorite should be pretty obvious. Let me know if you give up. What's the brand? The brand of dog food that's her favorite. There's two answers. One is wet food, one is dry food. We've brought it up several times, but it's kind of like the Luna question. Once I say it, you're going to remember. If you're giving up on Nova's favorite food, her favorite food is Rachel Ray. And that is her favorite food. Remembering. Oh, you're all good, Wigglebutts. I'm just playing around. But yeah, we've said Rachel. That's the funny thing about doing live streams is you say something like 10 times and still nobody remembers what you said. That's why I playlist. Nobody remembers. That's okay. But Rachel Ray comes up a lot. I've said it probably on 3 or 4 or 5 live streams, but that's why the trivia ones are really hard. Here's another one that you should get. What is the name of the company that Nova has the most swag from? The most shirts and bandanas. What's the name of either the character or the company? She has 3 or 4 bandanas and shirts from what company or what character? Nobody's typing, so I'm gonna guess someone has to put in an answer. These live streams have to be more fun. The answer is Disney. Mickey and Minnie Mouse. There goes Nova. Nova's favorite merch is from Disney. Character is Homer. That seems like a pot shot at me, Lisa. She's not an Odyssey fan, but she's more of an Iliad fan then. How's that? Yeah, Nova's favorite company for merch is Disney. I don't know if we're monetized if we can wear Disney merch. We're starting to get ready for monetization, and I don't know. I guess if she has a bandana, she's all good. Yeah, Nova's a huge Lion King fan. So actually, if somebody had said Lion King, that would have been acceptable. In the form of a question, of course. A little Nova Jeopardy. Of the two leashes that Nova uses, what color is Nova's leash on her walk? There's two colors of leashes that she uses. Nova has not been to Orlando. I have been to Disney. I have been to Orlando, but Nova has never been to Orlando. The color of Nova's leash is red. Lisa wins. Purple and red. Green, blue. There you go. Purple is the one color of her leash, and red. And there is a little blue, red and blue. So you guys both got that question right. Another trivia question would be Nova's part Pomeranian and what other type of dog? And you have to put what type of dog it is. Nova is a husky, but what type of husky? She's a Pomeranian and what type of husky? Go to Disney, there you go. She's a Siberian husky, for those of you that got that right. So Disney, red and purple leashes, and a talking husky. She is actually technically a Siberian husky and a Pomeranian. Bonus question. This will be an easy one if you're playing along even after the live stream. Where does Nova get her grooming done? Where is Nova's favorite store to get her grooming done? That should be an easy one. Ooh. You're close, Wiggle Butts. You're close. Yeah, there you go, PetSmart. There you go. Nova's more of a PetSmart, but she likes Petco too. At the groom shop. Some people would say you're doing trivia about Nova, but hey, it's fun. Yeah, she goes to PetSmart. PetSmart's the right answer. She's a Disney girl that likes to go to PetSmart. A tougher question would be, who is Nova's favorite dog character? Like a cartoon character. Nova's favorite comic book. It's a comic book. It's a cartoon. It involves, sounds like a snack. Who's Nova's favorite cartoon character? Pluto's close. That would be Disney. It's not Disney. Her favorite dog character is not Disney. Snoopy. Lisa, you got it. It is Snoopy. That is her favorite dog character. A beagle. She likes to watch Snoopy on Apple Plus. I should do more live trivia on the live streams. Here's a super easy question is name an animal other than a dog or cat. Name an animal that Nova will see on her way to the dog park or at the dog park. Any animal that you think she would see or typically sees. It's not a mountain lion or anything. A squirrel, there you go. There's one of them. Squirrel is definitely what she sees pretty much every day. Also rabbit. She sees a lot of rabbits as well. Not as much lately though. Coyotes have really been getting the rabbits, I think, because the rabbit population has taken a plunge. Could be the cold weather too though. Sadly. I'm just trying to think of another question to ask for that people would know about Nova trivia here. A good question would be, this is going to be a tough one. I don't expect anyone to get this right, but where was Nova born? In what state was Nova born? Yeah, how much does she weigh? That changes based on the day, Wigglebutts. That would be a tough question because she gains and loses weight like an athlete. She goes from about 26 pounds to 30 pounds, depending on... Oh, Florida is a good guess. In New Jersey. In Jersey. That was a good guess. Nevada. She is a Hawkeye. Or a Cyclone. If you know what that means. There's a hint. She's a Hawkeye or a Cyclone. Field of Dreams was filmed here with Kevin Costner. Hawkeye, Cyclone, Field of Dreams, lots of corn. She was born in northern Iowa. Northern Iowa. Ohio's a good guess, though. Iowa, she's an Iowan dog. We went to Petco one time, Wigglebutts. True story. We went to Petco, and we told the groomer, because PetSmart was all booked up. We went to Petco, and we told the groomer that she was from Iowa. We told her that she was born in Iowa, and she said, "Oh, I didn't know your dog was Irish." And I'm like, huh? So Nova, standing joke with Nova is that she's an Irish Pomsky from Iowa because Petco identified her as Irish because she's from Iowa. Crazy groomer. It's kind of funny. It's a funny story. I think she was kind of being kidding, but she was also kind of serious. Here's the sunset. I think she was being kind of serious. What is Nova? This actually should be a pretty easy question. What is Nova's favorite movie? There's an animated version and a live adaptation version. What is Nova's favorite movie? When you have more than 14,000 followers, you have to pay attention to people's favorite movie. Lion King is correct, Wigglebutts. Yep. The Loin King. No, not that one, Lisa. Not that one. Although there are some dogs out there that makes you wonder. And horses. Yeah, I know. I got you, Lisa, there. It's funny. If you've ever been bopped in the loin or the groin, that's kind of funny. What is the name? What is the name of Nova's campground? What brand of campground does Nova stay at typically when she travels in the summer? That would be a good question. The branded name of the campground that Nova usually stays at. KOA, you got it. KOA. That's a tough one for Lisa. I'll give Lisa credit for that one because you might not know that being in Australia. I don't know if KOA. I think KOA's in Australia, but what is what is the name? What is the name of Nova's favorite cartoon movie that's not a Disney movie? And there's actually two answers because there's a sequel. If you know that answer to that, you know Nova. Favorite cartoon movie that's not a Disney movie. I think it's Pixar. It involves a fish that loses its way. A fish that's forgetful. It's another one of the actors. Nemo. There you go, Wigglebutts. You got it. Finding Nemo, Finding Dory. Nova's favorite non-Disney cartoon movies. It's funny. Yeah. A fish that loses its way. Everyone, Finding Nemo. 7 questions. Hey, you're keeping track. One of the last questions for today's trivia would be, besides dogs and cats, what is two animals? What are Nova's favorite animals to watch on TV? Oh, that you came up with. Name an animal that Nova likes to watch on TV, not a dog or a cat. I should say household cat. That might give it away. Well, actually, Lisa, you surprised me because Nova does like sharks. She does like wolves. Other than sharks and wolves, what is her favorite animals? Mammals. I should have said mammals. You got me. That's a -1 for the host. What is Nova's favorite mammals? There's 2 answers. They live in Africa. Based on her favorite movie, should be pretty easy. Nova's favorite animal is a lion, but she also likes elephants too. Yep, lions and elephants. You know, she does like seals. She likes seals and she likes penguins. She really likes penguins too, but that's why I should have said mammal. She also likes giraffes. I think she doesn't understand. It's like, what a long neck, but she likes hyenas too. But yeah, all the animals. You know, there are animals she does not like. Her favorite show, this will be on a future trivia, pop trivia. Her favorite show that's on TV of all time, she doesn't watch as much anymore, but one of her favorite shows is Serengeti. It has the monkeys and the lions and the hyenas and the zebras. Technically, we could have accepted zebras because zebras are in The Lion King. If somebody said zebra, give yourself a point, because technically that would count. Name a breed. Last question. Yeah. Last question. Name a dog that Nova loves to play with. And this is an open-ended question, so this is a fill in the blank. Name a dog that Nova loves to play with, and there's more than one correct answer. That is one of them, Wigglebutts. Australian Shepherd is definitely one of Nova's favorites. We need another guess, though. Anybody want to guess another type of dog that she likes to play with? Other than a Pomsky, of course. A beagle. That's a good answer. Nova has, I think, only played with one beagle. You know, golden retriever is a correct answer. Beagle, I'm going to say neutral on. If you wrote beagle, put another answer in. Pugs. You know, that's a funny answer, Lisa, because Nova does not understand the pug's face. She has played with a pug before, and she was baffled by the face. She's like, where is your nose? Husky is, of course, another correct answer, Wigglebutts. Huskies, shepherds, and retrievers are her favorite other dogs to play with. Dalmatians, a little bit, but you know, Nova is, I didn't film it one time, but she played with a pug, and she was completely baffled. She thought that the pug was not a dog. If you asked Nova if pugs are dogs, she would say no. A dog has to have a traditional nose. German Shepherds, Aussie Shepherds, they all have traditional noses. But pugs... Nova does not... I kid you not. Like, when she was a puppy, she would wonder how come people don't have tails. She would look behind you and say, where's your tail? And then when she played with a pug, she was absolutely miffed. She was like, it looks like a dog, it smells like a dog, but where's the nose? If you're coming late to the stream and you're live, the best question you would have missed is, what is Nova's favorite movie? And Nova's favorite movie is Lion King. Little trivia. Yeah, someone stole your nose, exactly. It's the funniest thing. She does not understand what breed a pug is. The Loin King is also acceptable, just the PG-13 version. If Annette's still on, we also asked, what is the color of Nova's leashes? Nova has 2 leashes she usually uses, and the right answer is purple and red. Purple or red. Pugs are such poor creatures. So Wigglebutts, you have to, we've played a little trivia. Wigglebutts has to do one more question at least, hopefully, about the five dogs, the gang as you call it, the gang of 5. Wiggles and friends. Annette, I have to ask, what time is it where you are? Because it feels like it's like 3 a.m. where you are there. I think Annette, if I remember correctly, isn't Annette in Germany? Maybe near Bavaria. if I remember correctly. Annette might be in Germany. An Aussie Shepherd and the two types of dogs I always forget. Is it Jupiter? Jupiter is not an Aussie Shepherd. Jupiter is a 90-pound. Man, I always forget. I always forget. I give up. I have completely drawn a blank once again. The youngest one is the one that's not from Swiss. I always forget. Some form of a Labrador or... man, once you say it, I'm going to remember it. I'm completely drawing a blank. Too much bread today. Bernese Mountain Dog, that's it. You must have said that like 5 times. 1:52 a.m. in Bavaria. I've actually been to Bavaria, Annette. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. That's kind of like the Rachel Ray question, I think. Like, I've probably said Rachel Ray like 10 times, but... and that's like, I'm only joking. I'm not really in Germany. Oh, we've got a diverse group. We've got people. We've had people from Asia. We've had people from Australia, Austria, Germany, England. I think Lily the Husky's in England. We've had people from Canada, all over the U.S., of course, South America. We've had people on the live stream from all over the world. I think the only country that we haven't had people on the live stream is maybe Russia. And I think that we had somebody who was borderline Russian once or twice, because they left a Russian message, but I think they were Ukrainian. But we've had people from all over the world on the live streams. You'll have to forgive Annette. She's a little melodramatic. if her posts are anything like her personality. But Annette is a super dog fan, because I see her posting on all sorts of dog channels, which is really awesome to support dog channels. So you have to remember, where was Nova born? And it is in Iowa. Wigglebutts should have gotten that right, because she's born in Iowa, and I've said that before. But it's all good. I should have gotten the Bernese Mountain Dog right. Your brain just kind of slows down at the end of the day. You're like, what? Trivia? Dog trivia? Yeah, one time we were on a live stream, and I said Nova was from Iowa, and you said that you were from Iowa. Nova ball. Little wiggle butts. Wiggle butts everywhere. Don't call Ukrainians borderline Russians. That's not what I said. I said that we might have had somebody who commented in Russian, but that they were more probably Ukrainian. They said that they were Ukrainian, but they were typing in Russian. So we really have no way to know, is what I was saying. But if you want a good channel to visit, Curiosity Incorporated, they're out of Edmonton, Canada. And they're doing a big fundraiser for the Ukrainian refugees that are in Edmonton, in all seriousness. So if you get a chance to watch Curiosity Inc., that helps their channel in their cause. Curiosity Inc. has like 525,000 followers. So he's got a big presence, and he's doing a lot to help the Ukrainian crisis. And he does a lot for Edmonton. I think he should run for mayor, maybe. They have mayors in Canada. In Nova Scotia. That's actually funny, Annette. That's actually probably the funniest Nova joke of the day. Nova is not from Nova Scotia. Do not be confused. I do think Nova's her bloodline is definitely Canadian. She definitely comes from a family that were sled dogs, because she loves to pull like a sled dog. Let me tell you, when she goes to the park, if it's been a day or two, she's pulling. That's why we always film when we get to the park, because she doesn't listen when we're walking to the park. I was surprised, Wiggle Butts, I was surprised that on the top 5 most popular breeds, I was very surprised that Aussie Shepherds were not on the list. I think they'll be on the list next year. But I was very surprised that Husky and Aussie Shepherds were not top 5 most popular. Golden Retrievers were number 2. Does anybody remember what the number 1 most popular dog is? This is a trivia bonus question. What is the most popular dog this year based on the American Kennel Association? Number 1 most popular dog based on registrations. If you know that answer, then you are a pro. That's a tough question. I just deleted the short because it was a 1-day short. French Bulldog was the number 1 most popular, but I think it was rigged. I think somebody bribed off the judges. I don't think the French Bulldog is number 1. I think there might have been bribery involved. But the French Bulldog is technically number 1 for at least the next year. And Golden Retriever is number 2. Or Lab. Actually, I think it's a Lab. Yeah, French Bulldog. Where'd the nose go? Yeah, I could understand Huskies not being on there, but really, if somebody were watching this channel and you wanted a cool dog that not everybody has, I would say that Aussie Shepherd is on the list. If you're wanting to get a dog, Golden Retriever and Aussie Shepherds are great dogs. Labs are, I think, more high maintenance than Golden Retrievers. Labs require more exercise typically, and Labs also have more health problems, I think. Labs have a lot of French Bulldogs, and Labs have both have a lot of health problems. Labs tend to be very high energy. I mean, if you go camping with a Lab, they will probably be running around all day. Labs have so much energy. It is amazing. They have more energy than Huskies do almost. But yeah, if you're looking for a dog, Golden Retriever and Aussie Shepherds are really, really great. Aussie Shepherds are smaller. They're very friendly. They smile a lot. Need jobs. Yeah, you can put Labs to work for sure. There's so many different great breeds. There's so many different great breeds of dogs. Lisa, you missed the question, so we'll ask Lisa the question. We're on the live stream. But what was the number 1 most popular dog in North America? Number 1 most popular dog in North America this year, and the answer is French Bulldog, which seems kind of There's so many. I mean, the Beethoven dog was a popular dog there for a while. Terrier. Some people swear by terriers. Dalmatians. I mean, really, there's so many dogs. It's really hard to whittle them down to what the best dog is. We don't want to discriminate or have hate speech toward dogs, other breeds of dogs. The only dog that Nova... So here's a trivia question for Nova before I spill the beans. What is Nova's least favorite dog? And by all means, it doesn't mean that she doesn't like them necessarily, but what is Nova's least favorite dog? Yeah, Dalmatians were very popular. Nova's least favorite dog. to play with, I should say, to play at the park with. She will literally cry if she sees one. A pug. No, she's not that fragile, Lisa. She's not that much of a snowflake. Nova's least favorite dog to play with is a pit bull. That's her least favorite. She does not like to play a Chihuahua. Nova actually likes any animal, any dog that's smaller than her, she gets along with. She would antagonize a Chihuahua. She has played with a Chihuahua before. We've actually put up a video with her with a Chihuahua before, I think. Might not be up anymore, but Nova does not like to play with pit bulls off of her leash. She does not like them. She's not a big fan of German Shepherds either, to be perfectly honest, but a well-trained German Shepherd she can play with, but pit bulls and German Shepherds are great dogs, but some of them get a little... If you have a Husky or you have a Pomsky or something in between, it's something like cerebral, something about their mental ability. Like, they're just very competitive. You ready to go for a walk, Nova? Yeah, German Shepherds and Huskies don't necessarily get along, so be careful. German Shepherds get along well with people 90% of the time if they have a good owner, but they don't always get along well with other dogs. Nova cannot leave without her leash on. That would be a big no-no. Yeah, and we're going to go for a walk here. The sun is setting, but we still have a few minutes of daylight. Yeah, dominance. That's a good point, Wiggle Butts. Siberian Huskies in particular have a lot of wolf instinct. So a Husky and a Shepherd might fight. If they have good owners, they would just kind of work it out. But if they have bad owners, there could be some blood spilled on that battle. And we've talked about this before in another live stream, but we don't really want to get into. That's not what this channel is about, is filming that kind of stuff. So if we see a pit bull, we just go the opposite direction. We're not trying to make gory content. Yeah, bad owners. That's a good point, Wiggle Butts. German Shepherds are just very, they're great dogs when they're used by like the police, but German Shepherds in general are brilliant animals, but the dominance thing, I would not let a Pomsky play around with a German Shepherd unless you really know what you're doing. That's just from our experience. Even Dalmatians are a little aggressive with Pomskys, but she gets along well with a Dalmatian. Dalmatians usually pull back pretty quick if they're out of line. But she gets along well with Golden Retrievers, and I mean, if you name a dog, any other dog she gets along well with. Mostly just no pit bulls, no German Shepherds. And Dalmatians are temperamental based on who owns the dog. A good owner, Dalmatian is a great dog. A bad owner and Dalmatians can be very quick, very snippy, Dalmatians can get into a fight very quickly if they have a lot of pent-up anxiety. Does anybody have any trivia questions that they have for their channel or for this channel? Now would be the time to type a trivia question in that you think we should have or that you want to ask. Nova. A good question for Wiggle Butts would be, where is the Wiggle Butts mom from? The answer would be Iowa. Another trivia question we could ask would be, what other social media platform is Nova on, albeit briefly? What other social media platform is Nova on? That would be on a trivia question for Nova. The answer is Rumble. Although I can see why Wigglebutts, I can see why you stopped posting on Rumble, because it's really kind of too much. Have a good one, Harry. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I think Rumble's quality is better. But what really makes me concerned about Rumble is that they're their own company. And so who knows what Rumble is really doing. When I first got onto Rumble, I was pretty excited about it. But you really don't know who you're doing business with. You really don't know who they are. Like if Microsoft were to buy Rumble, I think that would be really great. But to use Rumble without knowing what they're about, I don't know about that, you know. I mean, TikTok, social media is a great way to get, you know, in over your head quickly if you don't know what you're doing. And Rumble, I think, is you just got to post a couple videos, and we barely go on Rumble once a week now. We get a lot of spammy type messages from Rumble. So, I mean, if YouTube were not backed by Google, I don't know that YouTube would really be what it is. Getting the answers before the question. Oh, I apologize, Annette. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, Nova. When Nova monetizes, we're probably gonna do an Instagram. Instagram would probably be a good one. I think Wigglebutts, you're on Rumble, you're on YouTube, but I think you're on Discord as well, right? So Wigglebutts is actually on 3 platforms. If you haven't subscribed to Wigglebutts yet, definitely smash the subscribe and like buttons on their channel, as with all channels. And I think Lisa Knits is almost hitting her goals too. A Russian thing. I don't know. I know that Rumble wants to get YouTube creators that create a lot of... Oh, wow. You're on 5 different platforms. When you're on Facebook, do you guys make any money on Wigglebutts on Facebook? I'm curious to know if... I'm telling you guys, Wigglebutts in a year is going to be pulling in 6 figures. She's smarter than she looks. The family is really good. Let me know if you guys are monetizing on Facebook. I'm not a huge Facebook fan. The thing I don't like about Facebook is that they recommend... I don't like Facebook because they recommend people just that you talk to. So if I were to bump into someone at a barista, they would like recommend me to be friends with them. And I don't like that, because not everybody is born to be friends right away. That's great news, Lisa Knits, that you're over 500. That's a really good accomplishment. You're moving very fast. Lisa Knits her channel is growing very fast right now. Lisa's probably going to be at 700 followers by, you know, it's possible that Lisa could be at 1,000 followers by June, I think. The first 500 is the toughest. We hit 500 just after Christmas, not this Christmas, but last Christmas. And then it took us about 4 months to hit 1,000 from 500. But we hit a slow month. where we were technically kind of going backwards or stuck in neutral. So we didn't really have Lisa Knits has, I think, a better community. When is your birthday, Lisa? I always forget. I think you said your birthday's in May. I think your birthday's in May, if we're still playing trivia. I could be wrong. Oh, June. Yeah, Lisa, you're going to be at 700 by June, 100%. I think you're going to be at 700 by the end. With the shorts program, when we first got started, the shorts program wasn't as big as what it is now. The shorts program was just starting. So with the shorts program, Lisa, I think you're going to be at, if you do some shorts, I think you'll be at 700 by May, and I think you'll be pretty close to 1,000 by June. So I think you'll be monetizable from that part of it by June. So then you got to really make some long knitting videos for everyone to watch. There's not a lot of knitting shorts out there, believe it or not. Nova, stop. Hey, you. What are you doing? You're not supposed to chew on stuff on the ground. Nova sometimes feels neglected when she's not in the conversation. Come here. Yeah, all growth is good, Lisa. I think constant growth, I think that's the big thing. 10 steps forward, 1 step back. Yeah, that's the volleyball pit for the summer. Nova likes to go over there. She likes to feel the sand on her paws. She's been behaving like a cat recently. I'm not sure where she got that, but yeah, knitting shorts are great. I have terrible patience for knitting personally. I leave that to other people. I am terrible at knitting, but I think most men are probably not that good at knitting, maybe. I don't know. Some men are good at it, but knitting is a very, very good skill to have, though. You always meet friends because you can always knit them things. Mittens and scarves. Lisa, I knew when I said that somebody was going to... I'm trying to say controversial things that aren't too controversial just to get that... you say something a little controversial and all of a sudden you get more people chiming in. 22 cents per thousand. So in the last month, Wiggle Butts has gone from 7 cents to 22 cents per thousand. So that's 3x growth in 1 month. So that's pretty exciting news. I don't know Wiggle Butts, where does that cap out at? But theoretically, you would be at 50 cents per thousand in the next month. By May, you should be at 50 cents per thousand. If that were to stay trending the way it is. If I were to knit, I can do cross stitch. That's the limit of my sewing ability is cross stitch, but I haven't cross stitched in forever. Cross stitching is the limits for me. I think I have a little bit too much. If I were to start knitting, I would knit for like 5 minutes and I would totally be done. My brain is not wired for knitting, that is for sure. Yeah, knitting and cross-stitch people are different. Yeah, Nova's well trained. She even looks both ways. Just don't get started on Nova's political views. We're not going to get political in this stream. Nova has some pretty ardent political views. But our live streams are getting more popular. We're trying to make them a little bit more accessible. A couple of live streams, I feel like we have some familiar faces. Yeah, no political. Yeah, we're not that political. I was just kidding. We're cut and dry constitutional. How's that? But yeah, Nova has been gaining followers on her live streams. So we're trying to engage more and more people into the dog community. Hendo actually usually invites people. We've had some like live streams that had 20, 30 people going, and that was because of Hendo or Fox. Politics. Yeah, we might be on a little bit of a delay. I apologize if it's like on a 30-second delay. Yeah, you're right. We were going to do like a 15-minute live stream, but the trivia is what kind of kept it going. So you were right. You were right, Wiggle Butts. And if you're going to do a live stream, have something to keep the audience engaged, like trivia. We'll let you know how the watch time thing is going on. We might end up hitting 20,000 followers before we hit our watch time goal, but that's okay. Wiggle Butt started. It's her idea. Nova is, what is Nova's favorite sci-fi series? Sci-fi movie series. There's another good question. What is her favorite sci-fi series? There's Nova's friends. The Huskies. How's it going? Burning some of the calories there. We've had some videos with them. Nova's like, oh, you can see Nova really loves Huskies. For no other dog would she do this, but for the Huskies, she wants to immediately go over. Huskies love Nova, and Nova loves Huskies. Huskies are like their own, I want to say, sorority. So, yeah, bye-bye, friends, right? Star Trek would be playable, par for the course, but we'd have to go with Star Wars would be Nova's favorite sci-fi series. Nova loves... I think Wiggle Butts was saying bye, friends, to the Huskies, but... Nova's a big Yoda fan. Star Wars is kind of cheating because you've got Yoda, baby Yoda, so... Is Nova a cuddlier? I don't know what a cuddlier is. Vin for the win. Vin for the win. The Dodgers need a second baseman. Who are they going to get, Vin? That's the question of the day. Who should the Dodgers get for second base? I think that the Dodgers should go after Nick Madrigal from the Cubs. If Vin is still on the chat. Vin can feel free to chat some baseball. But yeah, Star Wars and Baby Yoda is Nova's favorite. And if you're asking if Nova likes to cuddle, only on her terms. Only when she wants a treat. Nova only cuddles when she wants something. Yeah, if you really think about it, Star Wars is really the favorite for all dogs. JB's on. How's it going, JB? Vin stopped in for a minute, but The Dodgers need a second baseman because their second baseman is out for the year. So we'll see if they get a second baseman. We have to ask Lisa. Lisa said she doesn't follow sports. We do like New Zealand rugby, which isn't Australia, but we are All Blacks fans. And all kinds of... Another great trivia question for Nova is, what is Nova deathly afraid of happening to her this time of year? Aussie Albies. Good luck with that, Vin. I don't think he's going anywhere. We got multiple conversations going on, but what is Nova terrified of happening to her in the spring and summer? What is she terrified of? Nova is terrified of getting swooped by an eagle or a hawk. Nova is scared of getting swooped by an eagle or a hawk. Vin, I said that the Dodgers should get Nick Madrigal. I think the Dodgers can totally get Nick Madrigal from the Cubs, and Nick Madrigal could totally win a Gold Glove for the Dodgers, probably as early as next year. He's a good player, but he's getting squeezed out because Nico Horner slid to second. And that's the sports segment of the the live chat. If y'all get a chance to check out the Northwestern social media classes, Northwestern social media really will help your channel. Nova, YT has blocked you from Vin. That's no good. If you get a chance to check out Northwestern or Harvard Business Review, HBR, Harvard Business Review has free articles. So Harvard Business Review allows you to stay up to date with all the current trends and in the different environments. Nova, what are you doing? I don't know what that was. You didn't study for the quiz. JB, we asked Nova's favorite movie. Earlier in the stream, we asked Nova's favorite movie. If you want to follow Nova, you have to know her favorite movie. Nova, come on. Her favorite movie is Lion King, of course. Yeah, Vin, you missed that question, but Vin has a good memory. We've been playing trivia, Vin, and I asked, what is Nova's least favorite dog? And you got it right, Pitbull. Yeah, she's having nightmares about the Pitbull. Vin has a really good memory. Be careful what you say around Vin because he will remember it for a very long time. I think Vin lives in California. Nova's favorite character on The Lion King is... Come on, Nova, let's go this way. Nova's favorite is Simba, of course. She thinks she is Simba. She's not really aware of the difference between... Nova is not aware of the difference between Simba and Nala. But her friends, during COVID, the name of her friend, her best friend at the park was Nala. Nala was actually the name of the dog that she used to play with. But they moved back to California. Rosebud. Nova, come on. Yeah, Nova's a big Simba fan. She would think Mufasa would be like her patriarch. I guess I would be Mufasa. So I better be careful of Scarfaces. Come on, Nova. Vin, I hope you don't have a scar, because then that would mean we're adversaries. What Star Wars? Oh, what Star Wars character would be Nova's favorite? I'm going to let you guess on that one. What do you think would be, who do you think would be, what do you think would be Nova's favorite character on Star Wars? That one's pretty easy. Pretty easy to guess. Darth Vader. I could be Darth Vader. But Yoda. Yoda would be her favorite character. Yoda or Baby Yoda is her favorite. She loves Yoda. If you do a Yoda impersonation, Nova? Hello? Nova? One of the neighbors puts out a Yoda decoration. She just can't get enough of it. Sorry for my crude Yoda impersonation there. I might have lost a couple views on that one. Yeah, Nova loves the ears, Yoda's ears. Well, we haven't watched a lot of the Baby Yoda series, but it is kind of funny if you go watch the Baby Yoda on Disney. It is a little bit like owning a dog. If you were to watch the Baby Yoda, because the dog is the Yoda is constantly getting into things, so there is a cross connect. And we've got a dog friend here. Hello. The dog's like, can't wait to get home, a little hungry. Some people might be wondering what universe we're in because we just walked by a dog in a truck, but that dog has had a long day teaching 3rd grade. Yeah, we walked away. The dog was like, give me a break, bud. It's been a long day. Come on, Nova. We're talking a little bit loud here. But a lot of people around here do not really get the whole live stream thing. They think we're talking into a tablet or something. It's not a tech-savvy neighborhood. No Silicon Valley here. And we're really not even that tech-savvy. Come on, Nova. You can see it's starting to get a little dark though. The lights are coming out. We'll go over to the other park real quick. Yeah, it needs a drink. Yeah, right. Everyone's like, why are you talking to yourself? What's going on? You're like, well, it's called social media and you can live stream. People are like, really? I didn't know that. Come on, Nova. You want to go over to the other park? This is what Nova gets like when she's just kind of done. We went to, in all fairness, we did go to the park this morning. So she's probably taken about 10,000 steps today. Nova. We can do a little picking channel here. Free stuff. If anybody wants a toolkit, there you go. Favorite song? Oh, Nova's favorite song. That's actually a really good question. Yeah, that's not a good one, Vin. Although kind of funny. I take too many classes to be considered crazy, right? Nova's favorite song, I can tell you anyone have any guesses as to who Nova's favorite artist is? She has a couple, but her favorite music artist actually owned a dog walking company, believe it or not. And she has a house in Aspen. If you know who I'm talking about. Vin might get this, actually. The barking dog is a neighbor dog that is a pain, but very nice. Bon Jovi. That's not a bad answer there. Owns a dog walking company and has a house in Aspen. The answer is Mariah Carey. Nova's one of her favorite artists is Mariah Carey. And her favorite song, the one that's popping into my head, is All I Want for Christmas Is You. That's one of her favorite songs, believe it or not. She also likes to listen to the piano and cello music. They actually have relaxing dog channels. And she loves to listen to relaxing dog music. She loves that. Anything that's relaxing and mellow. What kind of music does Nova hate? What is the music that Nova really cannot stand? Would be a good question. And we have to give it a minute because Annette might not get this question before the answer somehow. But heavy metal, there you go, Vin. Vin's got it. She hates heavy metal music. If you ever have a husky, Bach. Lisa's so funny. That's a dry sense of humor. She hates Bach, but she loves Mozart. No, she absolutely hates, yeah, you're right, JB. Nova hates heavy metal. I played heavy metal the other day, and she looked at me like I had just, stepped on her foot. She does not like, yeah, anything that, is, crazy sounding. Huskies have psychology that's very mathematical, and so Huskies love piano because the piano is mathematical, right? So Nova loves the cello and the piano. Heavy metal, not so much. Alternative, not really too much either, but who is Nova's favorite rapper? This would be one for, who's Nova's favorite rapper would be one for Vin. Multiple answers accepted. Yeah, techno. She likes techno, okay. I think we're being a little too loud here. Lil Wayne. No. We'll go male first. Male and female vocalists, I should say. I don't know. But Snoop Dogg. There you go, Lisa. Answers are getting kind of fun. Slipknot. No Slipknot for Nova. She does not like Slipknot. Nova's favorite rapper. I might be speaking too much on her behalf. We'll have to double check this answer, but I'm going to go with Jay-Z. She is a Jay-Z and Beyonce fan. That's her favorite couple, I think. Jay-Z and Beyonce. She does like Beyonce as well. She also does like Rihanna. Nova, come on, you can't be in their yard, hon. You can go over the yard over here. Come on. Jay-Z is her favorite rap artist. I picked Jay-Z because he has some songs that are pretty benign. Anyone can listen to some of Jay-Z's songs. Maybe edit it out a little bit, but I think Obama might have gotten that one right. Yeah, she does like Beethoven. She likes more peaceful music. Beethoven's a bit much for Nova. Pomskys prefer some more contemporary composers like Einaudi. She likes the slower melodies. She likes Chopin. And have a good one, Wiggle Butts. Thanks for joining us on our crazy trivia live stream. It's Wigglebut's fault that we're still streaming. We were only going to stream for 20 minutes. So kudos to Wigglebutts. Hope you get a chance to watch her channel. Wigglebutts was here, Vin, and they are now sleeping. Everybody watch Wigglebutts. They are monetized, so you are literally putting money into the dogs' mouths by watching Wiggle Butts. We are now for the conclusion of the live stream. We appreciate everyone being here. If you have any questions, now is the time. But we're going to show you quite possibly the ugliest tree in a front yard that we've ever seen in our lives. And we say this in a joking way, but quite possibly one of the ugliest trees you will ever see in a front yard. This is the candidate right here. That is the candidate. I don't know why they did not just cut that tree down, but that is a candidate for Ugliest Tree Award. And they would probably laugh about it. Two favorite singers. I'm going to guess the Rolling Stones for Lisa. Rolling Stones. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Vin for the win is, are the Lakers getting into the playoffs and are they going to win in the first round? That is the question. No, man, no Rolling Stones. I have to go with the Beatles. Beatles or Rolling Stones, otherwise, I don't know. Nova. And she's going to go over here and these people are going to get very mad at us as their dog is barking. Come on, Nova. You can't stand the Rolling Stone. That was the worst. Lisa, I'm sorry. That was the worst. No to the Beatles. I'm going to go with Bon Jovi then, I guess. Bon Jovi type rock and roll. Bon Jovi for Lisa. Yeah, we're going to go with favorite artist for Nova and this channel, probably Mariah Carey. Rod Stewart. That's a great guess, JB. Rod Stewart. Bryan Adams. Oh, there you go. We're actually huge Bryan Adams fans. Summer of '69. Wasn't that one of his songs? Bryan Adams is a really, really, really good singer and actually a really good person. It's starting to get pretty dark. Nova, you want to go over here? We'll say goodbye. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go over here. Come on. We're going to go, there's a light over here. We can go to do our send off. Come on, Nova. Come on. She's getting all tired. Summer of '69. Cuts Like a Knife. The Robin Hood song. Yep. I have to say Bryan Adams would be on my top 10 list in all honesty, Lisa. Not saying that just to say that. I do like Bryan Adams would be on my top 10 all-time list for solo artists. Favorite band would be really hard. We'll have to do. Have a good one, Vin. Let me know if the Lakers make the playoffs. Everything I do it for you. That's a great song. What do you think, Nova? Should we do a send-off? Can you do a boop? Nova. Nova, boop. Nova. Oh, you're grumpy now. Do a boop. Nova. Boop. Close enough. Well, we've got to get going and have some dinner. Thank you all for being on the live stream. Hope you get a chance to watch some of our videos. Have some questions ready for another stream. We'll do some trivia on the next stream as well. And y'all have a great night. Hope you have a great rest of the week. Stay healthy, eat healthy. Watch out for your food and drinks. Make sure nobody gets a hold of them. Stay healthy and happy, positive. And we'll see you on the next one. We're not going to do a live stream tomorrow because it's going to be super windy out. But we will do a live stream. Hopefully, our next live stream will be celebrating 15,000 followers. That's our goal. And we hope that everyone hits their goals as well. It is about 8 o'clock, I think, right now. 8 o'clock, Rocky Mountain time. And it gets dark here pretty quick because of the mountains. So we have to work on our endings. There's the sky right there. Boop or poop? That was a boop. A boop with a B in it. She takes her poop usually pretty early. So 12:43. Well, you have the whole day ahead of you, Lisa. Let us know what you do. We're gonna hop online and watch some videos with you all. We'll leave some comments. We're gonna post some more shorts, and we are going to get monetized eventually. So, but already, Nova, come on. You can see how Nova gets you in trouble. She goes into places she's not supposed to. Nova, what are you doing? Such is the life of a dog, where she sniffs wherever she can. One last send-off, Nova? All right. Well, y'all have a good one. Have a great rest of your day. And we will do a live stream before the end of the week. And everyone have a story to tell us about what happened, if it was funny or however it made you feel. We'll do that on the next live stream with trivia. Have a great day, guys.